Hey guys, welcome back to Yankee Valley Outdoors. There's this thing going around where a lot of people are saying the American chestnut tree is extinct. Many people believe there are not any American chestnut trees left in the wild. And I've had these comments. Maybe it's not as frequent as I'm sounding, but there are quite a few people that think, oh, the American chestnut tree is gone. All that's left is just little stump sprouts. So let me show you guys that the American chestnut tree is in fact not extinct. If the American chestnut tree was extinct, I would not be standing in front of one. As you can see, this is quite a large American chestnut tree. Doesn't just look like this. It looks like this. I don't know the circumference of this tree. I just know it's pretty big, and I consider this a decent sized tree. Not a big tree, but definitely a decent sized tree. Now, when it comes to American chestnut trees, it's definitely a big tree. But as you can see, it is in fact not extinct. And if you're here for just an update on the American chestnut tree, you're obviously getting one right here, because you can see the tree is doing all right, growing up nice and tall. I definitely can see the growth, or I believe I can see the growth from year to year, getting a little bit bigger as time goes on. We've known about this tree for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's still going strong. Yes, it looks like there may be some blight, quite a bit of it, attacking the bark, but nothing that really looks concerning. It seems the tree is holding its own, and some of these could just be grow cracks, but I don't know of any tree that grows cracks like this and shut up, so I'm guessing it's blight. But time will tell. This tree could be on borrowed time. It could die tomorrow. We don't know. Well, probably not tomorrow. It takes longer to progress than that, but still, it could die of blight. But as of for now, we're just going to enjoy the tree while it lasts. If the American chestnut tree was extinct, this tree would not be standing in front of us. Although it is dead, if you haven't seen it in my other videos, it is still alive in a way. Through stump sprouts. We have a ton of sprouts around this tree. And I know I said I was going to get something around them. I have not yet, but I really need to. So we can stop the deer from killing the sprouts so they can actually grow. From what I have heard, if I do protect the sprouts and I cut some of this junk around the tree, it should be able to shoot up through this hole pretty fast and be able to produce pollen in a very short period of time, since the root system's already mature. But I just have to get on it very soon. Obviously, it's covered in snow right now. Get something around it soon so the deer can't eat it. If not, the roots will die, because obviously they got to have leaves. If there ain't leaves, the roots ain't going to live. So that's what we got to do. Coming over here to the tree, if you want to say there's no blight tolerance or anything, as you can see, here's callus layer right here. Pretty good callus layer. This whole piece right here, I believe this is all callus layer. It fought back as long as it could, but eventually lost the battle as the blight progressed. Who knows how long this tree had the blight before it died. As you go up here, as you can see, there's callus layer there. There's callus layer really all over this tree. So it had a long fought battle with the blight, but eventually did die. But it's still alive in a way, through these stump sprouts. And here's a big limb that did grow. There was one that fell off that had a fat canker on it. This one's kind of a fat canker, but it lost the battle to the blight. There's a limb right there that also lost the battle to the blight. But this tree had blight for quite some time before it ended up dying. It's sad, but it is what it is. But for the tree to live this long shows that there was something special here, because all over these woods, I've heard that there is blight on the oak trees. So that tells you right there that the blight was all around. And obviously, as you can see, this tree had it for quite some time, because I don't think this definitely wasn't 1 year of fighting back to produce this much callus. You can see right there. Here is the actual wood, but here is the callus. This is all callus. Like, that's amazing how long that fought back. Who knows how long it fought back, but definitely fought back for quite some time. I don't know how old this tree is. The other one definitely looks older, but it's grown quite a bit in the last 4 years. But the way the bark looked on these, it looked like these trees were at least 30 years old. I think the guy that was an expert on chestnut trees told me he thought like 50. So who knows? Obviously they were in shade here in the woods. I mean, this one doesn't really look like it, but it was timbered at one point. So once it was timbered, obviously it allowed it to get more light. So who knows exactly how old it is. If we cut it down eventually, then we can count the rings, which we should probably do eventually. But the goal is for me to get something around these. So hopefully next year we can start the process of the tree growing back. Here is our tree, which is obviously more important than the one that died. This is our one that is the hope for the American chestnut tree, because the healthy tree is right there. And if it can pollinate this coming year, we could get a crop of nuts, which potentially one of those nuts could be blight resistant. So it's very, very important that this tree pollinates next year. So what I did to help that out is I came out here and I chopped down a pretty decent sized maple tree with a hand saw and a little axe. Well, there was like 3 trees here, but I cut them all down, obviously, to save this little American chestnut tree. So anyone that thinks there's not American chestnut trees out there, here's another one. So, and another tree I cut down over there, just so it could get some shade and grow up through that hole right there, which it's making pretty good progress. Next year it should have enough light hitting the top of its limbs to actually produce. But this year it did not. But next year, hopefully, it can pollinate our American chestnut tree that's right here. Very close by. It'll be a great pollinator. And I won't have to worry about hybrids because of how close this is. So most of the pollen obviously is going to come from that. So that's the goal. There is hybrids a little bit away. Definitely could reach. That's why we got to be careful. But with this one right here beside it, it can pollinate. But obviously, the American chestnut tree hasn't pollinated good in years, ever since the other big tree died. But once this one grows up, this could potentially save the American chestnut tree. But time is obviously going to tell what happens. But definitely an amazing sight to see. Coming down the hill, we have another one of our American chestnut trees. This is the stage they usually blight, and sometimes I guess smaller than this. Definitely smaller than this they blight. But yeah, as you can see, this one's this big. I mean, I can't get my fingers the full way around it. And it has, I don't think it has any signs of blight. Obviously it's starting to get dark out here. But it's growing pretty tall, fast, and it's just a little tree. Hopefully it can shoot up through that hole right there. I may have to remove something so it can go up. Don't want to take too much of its protection away, but that maple right there might have to go. But who knows? It could shoot up. This ain't going to have nuts for probably 5-6 years, but well, maybe less than that. Maybe like 3 years it could have nuts once it gets above that limb. Who knows though? But obviously it's going good. And as you can see, the American chestnut tree still lives on here in the woods of Pennsylvania. Out of all of the American chestnut trees we have here, this one worries me the most because of all of the cracks it has up and down its bark. But yet nothing looks bad. And as you can see, the other American chestnut tree down there doesn't have any cracks, really, that I can see. It's just smooth. But this one has cracks all over it. So that's why I think this is blight and not just grow cracks, because that other one's bigger and doesn't have cracks all over it. This one does. So could this be our tolerance right here? All of these cracks. That could also be why the big tree looks older than it is because of how much it's been fighting against the blight. I don't know everything, obviously. I'm still learning. These trees are just unique and very interesting to see. I wish I could have seen the progression in the blight on the big tree before it died. But we can always monitor these trees as needed. But also, one thing I do need to do is, I keep saying I'm going to get protection around this before the deer start rubbing it with its horns, and I still haven't done it. So that's another thing I got to put on my list to do, because you can have a big buck come down here and just destroy this tree in a couple minutes. So that's something that needs done, as well as putting some netting around those sprouts off the dead tree. But as you can see, another American chestnut tree, showing that the American chestnut tree is still alive and well. Well, I wouldn't say well, but it's alive. Well, thank you guys for watching Yankee Valley Outdoors. It's starting to get dark here. It was nice showing you guys our American chestnut trees. If you haven't been here before, I make videos on chestnut trees. I make videos on all kinds of outdoor stuff. It is called Yankee Valley Outdoors. I am a Yankee because I'm from the north. The whole channel was focused mostly around like what I would do in the valley, the property I grew up on. So that's where we get the valley. And outdoors because I'm always outdoors doing something. Or at least a lot of the time I'm outdoors. Most of my videos focus around that. So if you're new here, that's just a little bit explaining that. But thank you guys for coming here to check out the American chestnut trees. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Drop a like on this video, of course. And another thing, hit that hype button, because if you hit that hype button, it'll definitely help boost the video so more people see it. But as you can see in this video, the American chestnut tree is not dead. It's still actually alive. And yes, obviously, it's technically functionally extinct. And even here on this property, it's functionally extinct for a year or two until our one tree pollinates. But yeah, things are going okay. No real progress or no real loss this year. So definitely positive signs. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Hit that notification bell and subscribe for more content. And as always, keep it electrified. I'll see you guys later. I repeated my outro twice.